Yo, Mosh, Monkey Shrapnel, what's going on? We already played Donkey Kong Country 2. What do you think you're doing, huh? You think you're a smartass? Huh? No, I don't think I'm a smartass. We're doing an extra. So basically, I was planning on showing off like all the cheat codes for all three games, and I also want to show off as many glitches as I can because there's a lot of them. Really, if you know where to look and know what you're doing, there is a hell of a lot of glitches you can do in these games. I'm starting with the second game. I'm going to show off the cheat codes and as many glitches as like I'm not going to show off every single one because obviously that's impossible. Like even now, people are still finding new glitches to show. But I'll do all the ones that are interesting that I found. I have like a full list. In fact, if I click over here, you can see my list right here because I'm recording the screen. And I have the cheat codes at the bottom here. So basically, I'm going to be starting off with the cheat codes, and we're just going to be going through the game, just showing off any glitches I can. I might cut this into two parts, but shouldn't be a problem. You can see here I have my save file. So, when we did the LP, I played on version 1.2, American, US, NTSC. All that jazz. So, but I did not have a save file for version 1.0, and version 1.0 has just more glitches for the most part. Some glitches are actually a little different in this version, but either way, so I went ahead and basically, before I did this, I literally just spent the last hour speedrunning the shit out of this game, and I got every level available and unlocked in just over an hour. You can see here, 1 hour, 4 minutes. I went bonkers, let me tell you. I was speedrunning out of my life. I was doing some levels better than I think I've ever done them. And I don't know where that came from because I haven't played this game in like months. But yeah, so right out the bat, let's show off. Remember this doodad, you press down a bunch. Music test, you press down some more. Cheat mode. So weirdly enough, even though this game has this cheat mode, there's actually only 2 cheat codes you can enter. And I will be showing them both off. So first of all, there's a cheat code that lets you start with 50 lives right here. You press A, Y, select, A down, left A down. I'm going to go ahead and move this down here so I can see it while I'm doing it. So I press Y, A, select, A, down, left, A, down. And it creates this little sound effect. And from here, if I start a new save file and go into Gangplank Gallon and go into Pirate Panic, you can see that we will start with 50 lives. Ain't that snazzy? However, this cheat code is obviously not very useful because it only applies to the... Like, cheat codes in this game, you can only enter them on new files because you have to go into the file select to do it. And, obviously, those 50 lives only apply to the very first startup that you do. So after you've, start a new file, that's it. Like, if I start this save file, for example, and just go to Windy Well, you'll see I will start with a mere 4 lives again because the cheat code is only on the save file that you put it on, and it is only once per save file. So let's see, I can show up the other cheat code though. This is one that I don't think I mentioned when I was playing through, but I might as well show this off now because obviously it's a cheat code, might as well show it off. It is the hard mode for this game. To activate hard mode, you go B, A, right, A, left, A, X. Now we have just entered hard mode. Hard mode is almost exactly like the toughest code from Donkey Kong Country 3 that I talked about. The only difference here is that midpoints aren't removed. So basically, you start every level with both Diddy and Dixie, but all DK barrels are completely gone. They aren't even replaced with anything in this game. They're just gone. And that, of course, is because there's no instances where crates are like DK barrels are required to do anything. So that's an interesting thing. I guess I could have done it there, but whatever. I'm going to be using, strenuous save states and fast forward for this because there's a lot of stuff to do. I actually have the code for the thing I'm about to show you. There's a cheat code. This is a third cheat code, but you do this in the actual game. You do this in Pirate Panic to do this. You get all 75, well, you get 75 Creme coins from doing this cheat because this cheat code doesn't actually give you all the bonus coins, it just gives you 75 Creme coins. So follow basically exactly what I do. It's actually pretty simple. You just walk into the cabin, you make sure to jump over all these bananas, don't interact with anything, like don't touch the mice, little neeks here. Don't break anything. Don't defeat anything. Just run over here, grab that banana bunch, wait for these Neeks to walk away. Let them just walk off screen. I'll even do this just to make it a little faster, hopefully. He's still there, but I can back off. Now run back in here. You go ahead and you grab this banana here. Don't touch the map. Jump over that map. I almost touched it there. That would have sucked. And now you just rinse and repeat. Do the exact same thing we just did. Walk over everything. Ignore all the things. I'm not actually sure what you can and can't interact with, but all I know is that this works, so you might as well do it like this. Right? It's just easier like this. Yeah, and that rat really wants to be on screen. But yeah, you do all this, and then when you come back in here, hey look, a creme coin has magically appeared. You jump to this creme coin and it just goes on and counts all the way up to 75. Juicy, juicy creme coins. I can't imagine, who the hell found this without like a guide or something? Can you imagine? I mean, relatively speaking, it's not even that complex. Like, it's literally just grab this banana bunch twice, but it's still like, I wonder if anyone ever did actually manage to find this without just like, you know, like fiddling about. Well, actually, since we're here, I guess I can show off some stuff. Actually, nah, we'll go to my 100% save. Well, it's not 100%, but the save file where I have everything beaten, just because it'll be a lot faster. I've already gone and paid for all of Funky's flights too, so I can just go lightning quick between all the levels. I'm gonna try to avoid using the list where I can. There is a lot of cheats or glitches that I'm going to show off, but I've got a decent amount of them are just like are fairly similar to each other actually. They're just messing around. A lot of them that I'm about to show involve Clobber, because Clobber is a funky individual, as it were. So anyways, we're gonna come over here. Hey look, it's our pal Clobber. So what we're gonna do with our pal Clobber here is we're going to get Rambi ready to mess with him. Now we'll go ahead and break that. From here, you just want to wait for Clobber to pop back out. He pops you onto Rambi, and I messed up. Dang it. Oh shoot. So yeah. There we go. Oh fuck. Almost there we go, but then Clobber got a little primo on me. It was really trying to get in my face. So let's try this again. You can see what I'm trying to do, and we even saw it for like a little split second. We saw our little glitchy pal there. So basically, I guess I'll just throw the other way, because that's going to be easier. So we do it like this, and hey look what we've got here. We've got a glitchy little ditty here. He's all like gray reddish, and he jumps real high. And you can see, like, obviously this is not meant to be. There's actually a lot of glitches in this game that involve the team throw. For some reason, I don't know, maybe they just didn't like clean it out in time, but there is, like, I would say the majority of glitches in this game. Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but there's a lot of glitches that just involve team throw. So here what we're going to do is we will go ahead and toss our pal and go through the sign. That causes us to lose all interaction with the entire game world. And from here on out, we can no longer interact with any enemies. Even our pal Clobber here can't do shit to us anymore. So, like, all these enemies, they can't touch us. We can still, of course, like, pick up crates, because that's a little different. We can pick up Clobber. And you can also touch bananas, because bananas are, like, a whole different entity from normal sprites. Basically, like, bananas aren't a sprite. They're, like, their own little special object. They're basically a sprite, but they're not quite the same thing, which is why we can interact with them. And yeah, you can see how, like, this messes stuff up. Like, we literally can't touch anything right now. Alright, let me go ahead and, get this open here. You can see all my stuff here. Let me see. I have a whole section here for team throwing. So, yeah, you either move Rambi or you create a glitched Rambi. Yeah, you can also do this glitch I wrote here. You can do it with just Clobber if you do it right. But If you do it with just Clobber, Clobber himself can still interact with you and put you out of it. If you do it like this, where you team throw through the sign, you're just completely stuck. I guess not completely stuck because we can enter a bonus, but as is, this is how this playthrough ends. GG, I'm dead. The world will continue on without me as I'm stuck here with Dixie just being a permeable object that never despawns. Let's go ahead and start select, and we will actually head back into the level because I want to show off something very fascinating, and I'm going to probably require a save state to do this, but oh shoot, I don't want to be down here. So let's try this again. Go over here, kill all these rats, go lightning squeed. Now we want to grab this crate, we're going to this bonus here, and we're going to do something real interesting in a sec here. So I'm going to go ahead and make a save state. So I'm going to save the game here. I'm going to press Shift F. Oh, wait, does that not work? Okay, I have shortcuts set up for the save states, but... Okay, so I can... Whatever. So basically, I want to... So if you can't tell what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to do is pause at the exact same time I get hit. It's a little tricky because it's like a one-frame dealio, but you can see we've just done it. So this creates an interesting scenario. What happens if we start select after we've done this? Well, you head into a... I'm actually going to go ahead and save state here just in case so I don't mess this up, because I haven't actually experimented too much with this. But basically, for example, what happens if we go into this level here? Well, nothing seems to happen from this. But what happens if we go into Cranky? This is interesting. It seems to have, instead of put us in Cranky, it's put us back into the bonus we were just playing. And from here, we can just complete all this bonus stuff as normal. And even once we beat this bonus, we will see that we have actually gone right back into the normal level. Fascinating, huh? But we're on top of Cranky. So now you might be wondering, well, what happens if we beat the level? That creates a very interesting scenario where, as we'll see in a second here, I won't blow your mind yet. I'm going to let you see just what happens here. We're still going to be on Cranky, but it will kick us off of Cranky and try to put us back onto the path. But because there's obviously the path isn't the same, it actually completely breaks and we get sent way off the map. Now if we use fast forward, you see that as far as you can see, we're not going to end up back here because we're just completely stuck in limbo. I think if it goes on for long enough, it might fix itself. I'm pressing a different direction. No, it seems to just be completely broken. So indeed, we have completely broken the game, and we are no longer able to finish the level. Now I'm going to go ahead and let's just quickly go back here. That's a very cool little glitch I like to show off. Actually, before we do anything, let's see if... I've never actually checked this. I wonder if we get different results from different areas. So I wonder what happens. So let's go ahead and like do this as Rambi. Or you know what I mean. We'll do it from each of the levels. It'll do the exact same thing that it does for Wrinkly. It tries to put you onto Main Brace Mayhem, but because we're in the wrong spot, it just completely breaks and the game is completely soft-locked at this point. I guess, yeah, let's just go back in here. So I'm going to keep on doing clobber glitches for a little bit here. So there's another variation of this using this crate over here. Or you can actually do this with any holdable object, but I'm going to do it with a crate because obviously that's just like easiest one to do it with. So what you want to do with this crate and break it, you want to take Clobber, you put him over here, you want to wait for him to wake up. As soon as he wakes up, you'll get hit. Oh, shoot. Mistimed that a little bit. That's fine. As long as you don't kill Clobber, you have as many tries to do this as you want. Oh, shoot. Okay. I'm not even sure exactly what the best way to do this is. Let me think here for a second. Okay, you want to team throw as late as possible, I'd say. So, Let's wait for him to get right over there. Shoot. Okay, let me try this again. I think I understand what I'm doing wrong here. So I'm like standing right on top of the crate, but you don't want to be on the crate. You actually want to be right next to the crate so that he can push you on top of it. So we're going to do this again. And now, look what we've got here. The crate is actually completely glued to our body. If we throw, it actually breaks the crate, which I didn't actually know it did that. But yeah, while you're in that weird state, you can walk around and team throw like normal, and the crate will still interact with stuff. Just a little funny little thing there. Let me check here. Oh, yeah, right. I think I actually showed this off during, like, the normal game, but I might as well show this off on here. It's actually faster to start select to do this. So we're going to head to the warp for this level. Oh, shoot. I'm actually way too far into the level. I forgot I had the midpoint. Well, that's fine. So let's just head on back, because it's, like, pretty close. So I want to head over back here to this place, the first clamp, or Clobber Doober Doobers. Clomp, that's his name. So, remember, I think I already showed this off, but just in case I didn't, while you are in the act of team throwing, you can still enter a warp door, but, of course, as you can see here, I messed it up, but, that's what normally happens. You'll just kind of leave by normal. But if you wait until the very last second to do it... So let's head on back. I actually should have gone to main base man because that would totally be faster. But whatever, it's fine. Go up here into this doorway again. So you want to go ahead and throw, and then right before you land, go into the door. And now the warp has actually been completely broken. And I believe it'll come back eventually. It works again. Oh no! So because we have done this, the warp is actually permanently broken, so we can't actually leave this room. Thus, of course, if you haven't beaten this level yet, that is a soft lock, and you have to reset the game. What a surprise! More soft locks. Let me check here. Yeah, you can do the same trick with the ending. If you do that trick with the ending goal, with the globber, I won't show it off here, but it does break it and you can get the item. But you have to like walk away, and when you come back, the target will actually respawn, which is kind of cool because you don't normally get to see that interaction. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can also do this with a cudgel, but I couldn't. Even though I saw a video doing this, I could not for the life of me get myself to actually do this. But I will try it later. Let me think. I guess this is a good time to also show this off. So we're gonna quickly go here. Go up here to the warp again. Over here. Now, this is a bit of like, this is like once again a frame perfect trick. So I'm gonna go ahead and save my state again. So once again, I think I did show this off during the LP, but basically, when you hit the target, you have exactly 1 frame to pause the game, and it will let you essentially hear the proper music, which normally you can't because it normally like the level ends, but we can hear it all. But nope, did not do it. Might take a couple tries. It's you know, frame perfect, all that jazz. Dang it. There we go. So, because I have done this, you can actually completely hear the full song, which you normally can't do without this glitch. I guess I'll let it play, hey? Can't ever hear this part of the song. And of course, if you unpause at any point, it just does this little animation like normal. Because of course, the music is not, of course, tied to the spread action. It just syncs up properly to make it look like it is. Let me try with just do this. There we go. I'm getting a little better at this. As a kid, I used to do that so consistently. What's fun to do this as, though, is as Dixie, because her song is very interesting in a way. Dang it. Okay, let's, Dang it. You know, I was gonna try to do this like first try, but it's like, let's save state. Dang it. Double dang it. Triple dang it. over, dang it! Oh my god, why am I doing it so early now? What the heck? Dang. Ugh. I used to be so good at doing this as a kid, but now it's just like, I swear I'm so bad at it. I'm better at it as Diddy for some reason. His animation just looks better for this, I don't know why. There we go! So, we do normally get to hear most of Dixie's song, but the thing with Dixie's song is it actually is set up to loop properly, as in it will never stop playing as long as we keep this paused. And you can see if I fast forward it for a while, there is no end to the loop. It will loop forever. Bump, 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 bump. Alright, let me see. I have a bunch of level-specific glitches, but I think I'll wait to do that. You can also do this glitch when you get killed, and I will show this off in just a sec here. I won't show off it for every area because that would be a lot of times to do this. But I mean, I might as well show this off for here. So let's go ahead and... I guess I won't bother, like... Let's do like this. Nope. 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 Oh! Interesting. I thought you could actually hear the song, but maybe if you do it different... Huh. It actually takes like a second. That's interesting. Let me see if I can try this again. No, it just seems to do that. Interesting. I had it written down my notes that you could hear the full death song if you do it like this, but apparently it actually like doesn't play until a frame after you die. Funny how I keep doing it now. Wow. Dang, that was almost 4 in a row. So that's interesting. So it doesn't work quite like I thought it did. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and show off a quirk in Lockjaw's Locker. Well, this is, you can do this in any level that has like rising and falling water, but this is just like the easiest one to do it in because I'm going to go ahead and quickly do this here. So let's trigger the water to rise up. I'm going to swim back over here to the bonus barrel. Because the water to go down. Actually, I don't think this works like this properly. No, I think I'm totally wrong about this. I know what I'm trying to do, but I don't think you can actually take the warp to this. You have to play through the level properly for this to work. But that's fine, because I guess while we're here, I might as well show off another glitch that you can do. So if you take the warp in this level, and then you start backtracking, you want to go from up here. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and save state here and make sure I don't screw up and like get myself killed. So... because we've warped to the end, we've skipped all the triggers that cause the water to rise and lower, but as it turns out, even with those triggers gone, you can also do that. Water enemies are vulnerable to team throw for some reason, I guess because obviously it's never meant to like happen. So because we've done this, the triggers are all still here, and we can actually make it impossible to complete the level. We do that. Although I believe you can just take the warp once again at any point. So, for example, because we've taken this thing, the water is not going to drop here because it is we have already triggered that warp, or what you might call it. We've already triggered it, and it normally, you know, obviously because we triggered it when the water was already at the same level, it didn't do anything. So you can finish the level entirely underwater like that because of that. However, that is not what I intended to show off. Instead, I'm going to, I guess I will quickly like speed run the shit out of the level. As it were. Ah, dang it. Diddy can jump out there, I believe, but not Dixie. It's one of the very few instances where Diddy actually, like, his higher jumping actually matters. In like any sort of meaningful way. It makes that part a little easier. I'm not going to bother with end guard, because like we can just quickly run through this. I love how they make like two different versions of the animal signs, by the way. One that's like facing left and one that's facing right. It's a cute little touch. Actually, now that I think about it, is that true? Maybe I'm crazy. Anyways, we want to make sure we have both our Kongs here. We don't want to lose Dixie. We don't want to lose Diddy. And when we get to the where the water starts going down here, what we want to do is basically just start spamming team throw. Dang it! I should have save stated. What was I thinking? Alright, that's fine, that's fine. I'll just cut back to when I make it to the end. Oh wait, I have the midpoint. Well, that's fine then. We're gonna go blazing speed here. It's fine. Should be fine. Don't want to get hit. Watch out for the Shuris. It's a DK barrel down there anyways, just in case. So this time I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I, like, wait a second, like I'm gonna put a save state here. So I don't have to worry about that. So you basically have to, like, spam the button. Ugh, it's actually really hard to do this. So maybe I shouldn't have done this yet. Ooh, I think you actually have to wait for the water level to entirely stop, like, rising. You can see it is actually quite difficult to do. I'm gonna get closer. I have to spend less time moving there. Hey! Back off, you Shuri. Okay, whatever. Yeah, you can see it is very... Because as long as the water level is, like, going down, the game is actively checking what state we're in to make sure that we're not, like, swimming outside the water. But it is possible if you wait long enough, and this must be, like, frame perfect. Wow, I might not be able to do this. I can get, like, 3. I'm gonna keep trying this for a little bit, but if I can't get it, then we'll just carry on. Ugh! Damn, dude, this is actually way harder than I thought it was. I thought it was just like you just did it once. I didn't realize this was like frame perfect. Oh, there we go! Dang it. Almost. I think I was actually doing something completely different there, and not what I think I was doing. There we go. So I didn't quite do it as well as I wanted to do it, but basically, the way it works there is that, you can see once the water level stops, like, going down, you can continue swimming in the air. You can't, like, if you press the swim button, though, it will jump properly, because the game is aware of that. But that does let you swim in the air for just a little bit. Of course, it's very difficult, as you can see, because I could barely even do it properly. But hey, it worked eventually. Oh yes, what is the level you can do? I know what level this is I'm thinking of. Okay, so we want to go over to... This technically isn't a level specific glitch, but this is like the easiest one to do it at. You want to go into... Is this the level I'm thinking of? No, this is not the level. I want to go into the last swamp level. I want to go into Mudhole Marsh. Way up here. We're going to go ahead and quickly play through this level. Oops. Dang it. I always do that. Sometimes it can be a little confusing, the paths in this game, because like it's not always like the direction you think you have to go. But yeah, anyways, we want to go ahead and basically just quickly run through this level as fast as I can. What the? Did I just not get that K? Am I crazy, or did I just like go through it? Maybe I'm just crazy. Dang it. That's fine. Sometimes I wonder if those Cattle Ninetales are just like completely like... I think it might actually be like each specific one has like a different throwing area. I always thought it was the way you aimed. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Anyways, let's go ahead and get our Kong back. Let's go ahead and get an invincibility barrel. This will help make this process a little faster. There we go, we're at the midpoints. That should, I don't have to worry as much if I, like, you know, get myself killed in a stupid way, which is almost certainly going to happen. So now this part of the level is going to start focusing on these cannons. And these cannons are very interesting. So, wait, am I actually thinking of the wrong level? Surely I'm not. No, I'm not wrong, okay. For some reason, I kept thinking it was the first one that had Rambi in it, but no, I'm right. So, this cannon, like here, this bonus cannon here, you're supposed to take the cannonball in order to do that, but there's a trick you can do if you, like, lose that cannonball on someone and you're finding it too hard to do. You want to come over here. Once this guy's fired his barrels, they don't despawn until they go off the left side of the screen. They work exactly like the sprites in Super Mario World do, the little extended sprites that like Chuck's throw, for example. And it just so happens that the projectiles that cannon shoots actually can trigger these bonus cannons. Now, I don't know if this is actually a glitch or not. It might just be just something that happens and they never actually like used it anywhere, but it was like intentionally programmed in. I'm not entirely sure. I'm inclined to believe that it's intentional, but I just wanted to show it off anyways because it's, once again, it's been so long since I did my LP that I might have actually shown that off, but I didn't remember, so figured why not just show it off quickly. Now I'm going to go ahead and reset quickly and take this thing because I want to go back to Pirate Panic for a second here. Pirate Panic is just a great level to do a lot of this stuff in because like just because it's short, easy, and like it has a boxed Rambi and just an easy to access spot, and that's like really important for a lot of stuff. This glitch I'm about to show you can actually be done with a lot. Like I think any animal buddy that isn't on guard, because as long as you can go on land, I believe you can do this glitch. But as it is, we'll just, you know, show it off here because, like I said, easiest place to do it. Let's kill this clump here. I'm actually going to drop a save state though, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to break Rambi out. I'm going to go ahead and save my state. Now we're going to go ahead and get Rambi hit, but when this happens, I'm going to immediately switch. Now when this happens, Diddy basically gets frozen and is invisible, like, oh shoot, I didn't know you could fix it that easily. Dang. Whoops. That's fine. So that doesn't always work, and that's because it's literally like 50-50. You have to do it at the right frame, otherwise Diddy will instead just kind of be visible properly. But you can see what I was doing there. So when you do it like this, what happens here is essentially, I'm actually going to save state so I don't like remove it. While you're in this state, like if you do anything that like puts him back to normal, obviously he will like, you know, he'll go back to being visible. But as long as we are like this, Diddy is a completely invisible sprite, and there's like, and we can even like hold an invisible Diddy, and if we throw him, he stays invisible. So as long as we're in this state, we're actually completely like free to do whatever we want. And it looks like we're Dixie's solo. If you get hit though, Diddy comes back and starts flashing in, which will probably make him visible again. So now I want to show off. This isn't really a variant. This has nothing to do with this at all, actually, but it does involve Dixie again. So once again, what we want to do here is those barrel here. We want to get rid of these clampons, clumps, all that jazz. We want to be Dixie here, and I'm going to save state just to speed things up once again. So what we want to do here is we want to float onto Rambi, and then we want to jump right away. If we do that right away, I don't think it's frame perfect, but it's pretty close. Rambi will be stuck in the float animation, and actually, as long as you keep jumping off the ground, Rambi will stay in that state. If you jump off any enemy though, he goes, like, stops. There is also a variant of this where you can charge up right away. And Rambi, we didn't do it there, unfortunately, but this should be it. If you do it, oh dang it. It is pretty much frame perfect to do this. But I'm gonna keep trying for a little bit. Nope. Let me try holding A beforehand. Nope, doesn't work. It really does have to be... Wait, what am I doing? I think I'm screwing because I'm not floating onto him. Am I just stupid? Maybe. There we go. So like this, Rambi will run in slow-mo. And I believe if you frame perfect jump again, Rambi will continue to float just like usual. So that's a cool little trick. I don't think it's useful anywhere, but you can do that with any of the animal buddies as long as you like do them well. Oh yeah. Okay, so actually I will go ahead and reset. Let me think. Shift, Control, Shift R. Because the easiest place to do this is in the first level of World 5. Want to go to Ghostly Grove in Gloomy Gulch, and we want to wait for our pal here to start throwing chests at us. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up, let him throw his chests. So an interesting quirk with chests is that you may not know this, but if you throw them against certain angular walls, it's a little hard to do, but basically they can actually get kind of glitched in a way and they will start sliding forever. However, I'm not entirely sure how you do this, to be honest. I might not actually be able to do this properly, because like I said, I don't actually know how to do it. I don't know exactly how you do it. It's a little weird how you do it. So yeah, like, apologies if I never get to... Oh! I think I had it there, but I messed it up. Because you can see, like, it kind of lands on the ground sometimes. So what you want to do is basically, like... Oh, shoot. Well, I guess it's fine if we get this guy out of here. It's a little hard to do this. Like, I might not even be doing this right. It's hard to even... It's, like, really hard to get this to work properly. I might try to... I think... There we go! You have to, like, throw it in a weird way, and it'll actually cause the chest to just start sliding forever, as we can see. I'm actually going to quickly save state this, so I don't lose this, because I'm going to break Dixie out and see if that, like, breaks it. Nope, it will continue. It'll even break anything that comes across it, because it is still essentially an active chest. Oh yes, now we want to go to chain link chamber. This, once again, this isn't like a specific glitch to chain link chamber, because we're not doing glitches that are specific to a level yet. It's just that chain link chamber is the one spot I always remember where you can do this in. So we're just going to go here and do this quickly. Speed things up again. Here, so when we're in this little section here, what we want to do... You can see that Dixie, our backup con, just went ahead and shot way off. Because for some reason, the way these chains are, like, these chain objects, I think they're considered tiles, but the way these chain objects work, these tiles, it causes your backup con to act really weirdly. So you can see, like, when you climb over to it, it kind of gets, like, she gets, like, I think what's happening here is it's like it's just barely close enough to the wall that, like, puts you inside it. And then your backup con obviously reacts weird to that because they're trying to, like, find it, like, a valid spot to stand on, which causes them to kind of just shoot off into space. As soon as you, like, back off from the wall at all, they kind of come back. Oh, a little bit more than that. That's interesting. It's also interesting how you can see the background kind of, like, moves dynamically, even if, like, I'm not the one moving, which is cool. Yeah, and if you jump up to it, it kind of causes them to shoot off again. But if you drop down enough, they'll actually start standing there, which is exactly why I think this is the reason this happens. Because they get put into the wall and they try to stand there, but because they're also trying to climb, it kind of just shoots them off. Let me see. I already showed that off. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I wonder if... I'm trying to think if there's a spot you can do this in. I don't believe the first level has any pits. But, I'm going to... Let me think. Are there clobbers in Gangplank Galley? Off the top of my head, I can't remember any. With the glitch I'm trying to show you is that if you put a clobber that's like... if you can put a clobber down on the edge of something and they'll fall off, and then they'll roar. And as long as they've done that, they don't despawn. And because they've been dropped off the edge of the platform, they'll actually wrap around the entire game map until they get back to you. But off the top, I'm trying to think, off the top of my head, I can't think of a spot you can actually do this. I probably should have looked this up, but I wasn't really thinking about this one. I just figured it'd be easy to do, but there aren't any pits I can think of off the top of my head. Oh, no. You can... There's totally a bunch of clobbers in the lava levels, so this will work here perfectly. Perfect, right here, in fact. So let's just go ahead and stand right on the edge. Let's go ahead and save states, make sure nothing's weird. Now, if we put them on the edge, can hear that he's just roared. That's peculiar. But he's not on the map anymore. Well, if we go ahead and speed up for like an hour here, eventually, he actually will wrap around and kill us. Ain't that fun? Isn't that a cool way to die? Yeah, I guess I can show this one off. This one's like really... This one's like barely like a glitch and more just like an oversight. But let's go to Crazy Gremlin and we'll go to Hornet Hole here. Once again, I think I showed this off, but basically, simply put, if you're in team throw mode, you can just walk around on the honey and it doesn't stop you at all. If you like exit out of it, you're stuck and you can't enter team mode from here. But as long as you're in this like honey, you can't like you can try to like roll or something. You can't duck or anything, but you can like jump and team switch, obviously. And of course, you can team, like I said, this works just fine. It's like a little like, once again, I wouldn't call it a glitch, just like kind of like just like an oversight. They just forgot to account for the walking while in team switch mode. Is there anything I haven't shown off here? Oh right, the invalid object glitch. I'm not sure if I'm even gonna be able to do this, to be honest, but I'm going to try. This will require a lot of save states. But I'm gonna go ahead and reset, and we're gonna head over to Crow's Nest, way at the start there. First boss. You can do this glitch in any level that has like a throwable object and a way to like cause it to kind of break in a weird way. Usually it's like frame perfect, but it is possible. It's easier with the click-clack beetles, because there's like a way you can like kind of cause them to like... I'm not sure how they work. Once again, let me pause here for a sec, because I need to take a drink of water. Oh, jeepers. Okay, so what we want to do here is gonna break this, cause this egg to break, and I'm going to... damn it, I was too slow. This is actually very tight timing. Oh! Dang it. Let me check something, actually. I want to check something right now. So if Crow is running at us, I'm actually curious about this. This might make this a lot easier. Can I duck? You can't duck. But you might be able to duck at the edge of the screen. Forgive me for being so experimental right now. I haven't tested this in eternity. So let me try this again. Let me get to the edge here. So let me quickly drop a save state. So... Dang it, I'm not fast enough, but that's fine because that's perfect, because now we can get Crow to... Oh right, I forgot he swapped sides like that. That's fine. Oh wait. Does the break on my hands? It doesn't, so that fixes that problem. So now I'm going to wait for this egg to break. Okay, so I have to basically time this. It's gonna be... Let's see where Crow is when it breaks. Right before he turns around. Dang it. What we want to do is pick up the egg literally as it's breaking. There we go! Perfect. So while you're in this weird state, let's put this egg down. Oh, you can duck like that. That's weird. Huh. Okay, so it didn't work properly there. It might depend. Let me try throwing. That's so weird. Dixie can duck, but not... Or Diddy can duck, but not Dixie? That's more weird than anything I feel like I've shown off so far. So I believe that the reason this isn't going to work is because... Huh. That's a bit of a shame. I think, even though I've done it, because I was a little too slow in doing this, I think I have to wait for the egg to already, like, to not be on screen yet. Oh, what? I'm still holding the invalid object? That's fast. I forgot you could bounce off those eggs like that. So if I put that down, let me see that. There we go. We are now in a glitch state. Or I guess the egg is in a glitch state. While the egg is like this, it is still a valid egg. And Crow even reacts properly to it. As you can see. Which is fascinating to me. And you, I kind of went blank there for a sec. So you can see too that throwing the egg at different stages actually causes it to act differently. So because he threw it when he was picking it up, it caused the egg to no longer be a valid object that can be picked up. Now we're in a weird set where we have 3 different eggs. They will all properly break as soon as Crow like gets hit by anything. Just filling about. I haven't actually messed with this glitch too much. You can see if I throw it like at a certain point. I wonder if I throw it now, does the egg still hurt me? It does. I still can't oh fuck. Still can't or maybe it's just that Crow like ducks down a little bit. Let me check this too. I'm really curious about his like... Oh fuck. Let me try this again. So if I duck... Dang it. Why do I keep messing up? Okay, so let's... No, it literally just looks like Dixie gets killed and Diddy doesn't. That's weird. I don't know. This is the part that's freaking me out more than anything else. Why does Crow go so... It feels like he goes lower when you're playing as Dixie. That's weird. Let me see this again. Like, his feet are almost touching the ground. Oh god, what did I just do? No, Diddy just ducks slightly lower than Dixie does. That's fascinating. So I guess, yeah. Interesting. Fascinating. So yeah, you can see this is I don't think there's an actual name for this glitch, but I guess the best way to call it would be just like the invalid item glitch, where you're just holding something that doesn't exist. I think that's pretty much all I'm gonna get to show off with this. Let me check. Anything else we can do here? This is basically all of like the non-level specific glitches that I had signed up. Okay, so now we can go into level specific glitches. With this, we can basically just go through quickly. I already showed off Lockjaw's Locker. I already showed off Crow's Nest, which is funny. Oh yeah, the gator heads. Now this is where we're gonna have some fun. The gator heads are a very interesting object. And if you know how interesting they are, you can do some very funny things with them. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly jump in Funky's plane here, and let's head on over to Hothead Hop. Bow, 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 bow. So, I guess I probably should have grabbed Dixie first, but that's fine. You want to warp to the end with this? You don't have to, but you can do... You have more options available to you if you do it like this. So let's go ahead and throw ourselves to the end here. Throw ourselves to the end. So by doing this, what we can do... Now, let me gather my thoughts here for a sec. So, you know how these gator heads work, right? What happens if I throw Dixie onto it? Dixie won't interact with these objects. And I believe that's probably a failsafe because they knew that they were broken. But I'm sure you also know about how, whatchamacallit? About how, I think I showed this off, but basically, we want to grab Squitter here so that we can interact with these in a more meaningful way. Let's kill these clampons. So we can't interact with that one because of the sign, but we can go ahead and backtrack here for a little bit. Let's just keep on going. Let's kill you. I'm gonna go back to, where is it? We're gonna go back to about the midpoint is where we're aiming to go. We don't have to go there, we can do this in a couple different spots, but you can have a lot of fun at the midpoint, specifically because you can do some funky things. Because the reason why we've done it like this is because when you enter that bonus, you get Squitter, but this boxed Squitter that is going to be over here is still available to hit, and we want to interact with that in a couple ways to have some real fun. So I'm going to go ahead and pause here and drop a save state. So I'm pretty sure I've already showed this off, but like I've already, been alluding to, if you drop off like a thing onto these things, if any object, like any sprite lands on the crockhead, it'll still make the sound effect and cause Diddy and Dixie to go flying. And this works with like enemies too. There's never an opportunity for a normal enemy to ever land on these because they're never like, they can't interact with your webs and they're never like placed in a way that lets them do that. But like obviously if you do like a ROM hack or something, you could totally do that. So you may be wondering, well, why do you want to do this with Squitter here? Well, first of all, if we take this web here and set Squitter off, what we can do is wait for this web to start going away, and I will drop into the death. And then, oh look, even though I'm dead, I'm actually still alive. This actually still causes you to lose a life, too, which is funny. It causes the music to stop playing and everything. And it also causes you to stop being able to interact with the crockheads, because I think that puts you into a state of still being considered, like, it puts you into a you can't interact with the sprites state. So let's go ahead and load our save state again. Let's try this again. So let's go ahead and wait for this to go away again. So you can see we are now in a you can't interact with sprites state, meaning that all these enemies here do nothing. We can't land on the crockheads, which makes it pretty hard to like complete the level because as Diddy, I'm definitely not going to be able to beat anything. Can Dixie? Okay, so now that I've thrown her, I believe this fixes our gameplay state, though. Yeah. Of course, irregardless. Is he, Oh, so you can actually do this just like that. That's fun. Let's go ahead and load our save state, but, like I mentioned, you can actually go a little bit further. Once again, I'm going to put another save state down just to make things easier. So, we're going to put a web there. We're going to put a barrel here. Go ahead and do this. And we're going to jump off. I'm going to do this. Oh, wait, how do you do this again? Ooh. I think we actually need the clobber with us. This is a little more complicated than I remembered being. Although, funny enough, as long as we're on Squitter, we can still probably like, interact with stuff. Because Squitter will still interact stuff. It's a little weird. Even though us as the Kongs can't. So let me think here. I think what we want to do is let's get off our pal Squitter here. Let's jump into the thing. Let's grab this clobber over here. We want this clobber with us. So this is going to get a little complex. And to be honest, I don't remember exactly off the top of my head how we do this. I'm just kind of going off of a video I saw of this. That kind of showed the steps on how to do this. Now let me think. We do want the barrel over the web. That's a critical part of this. Let me see here, actually. Oh, pfft. It's not what I wanted to do, but I guess that's funny too. Well, that works either way. I mean, yeah, you can see you can do this with like any object. Can't actually get back onto Squitter like that though. You know what? Never mind. I'll link to a video that shows how to do this because this is actually a lot more complex than I remembered it being. So it's probably for the best that I just leave it as it is for now. Yeah, you can do it, like, if you do it with Squitter and stuff, you can get some, like, glitchy, you can get basically glitchy Kongs riding, to ride you. But it's like, obviously it's, oh wow, I just realized you can't actually start select anymore. I'm actually stuck. I cannot start at all. Does not let me start. Fascinating. I didn't know about that aspect. Wow, that's fine. So now we're gonna head over to Lava Lagoon. I guess I'll just leave it, whatever. This isn't really a glitch, more so just like a really big oversight with the level. Basically what we want to do is we want to rush through like the first little bit here. We don't want to get quite to the end, we want to get over to... Where is this again? I believe it's right past here. We want to get to the arrow barrel. And I'm going to drop a save state here to make sure I don't mess this up. Shoot. Okay, like I said, you want to get to the arrow barrel, but you don't want to quite... You want to do it like this. So because we've just done it like this, this actually causes us it causes us to essentially pass through the trigger that causes the lava to rise. So because we've done this, now the lava will no longer be here at all. Because this, none of the enemies are here either, because normally the enemies, like, they need to be here in order for this to happen. Although now I'm realizing that doing this doesn't work. Whoops. I didn't realize that guy went all the way. Jeez. Okay, so yeah, once again, you need your Kong to actually get anywhere. It's the only way to progress past this. You can also team throw up here to get the invincibility, which obviously does not matter in the slightest because there's nothing here. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I was about to say I probably shouldn't have grabbed that, but it really doesn't matter. You can kind of walk down here, which looks kind of funny. Thankfully, it's not too low that it kills us, but it is just a funny little quirk. I'm going to drop another save state here. We can even grab a boxed end guard, which is funny. Obviously, there's like no point to this. You can even see, like, because we're riding end guard, it makes Diddy start swimming because he's obviously that's like what the game expects for him to be doing. I should be able to team throw up here, I think. Yeah, there you go. It's a bit of like almost like a puzzle on where you need to team throw to. Let's see, is there anyone to throw up here? Maybe not. I forget if the water is rising at this point. I think it might be, but I don't remember how it works entirely. I guess I'll find out in a sec when I get killed by lava suddenly hitting me. Oh, well, it does block us out of, like, making progress, but interestingly enough, no, it does not seem to have, risen. In fact, when I saw this glitch happen, that didn't happen. The water, like, reacted normally. So this is interesting that now the water is just not here at all. Can I die down here? No. Still cannot get myself killed. But this is interesting because I should be able to... I forget where the spot is. Should just be able to walk down over here. Now we're walking over here. Look at this novelty. Normally this isn't possible, obviously. I'm not actually sure if it's possible to throw anywhere from here. We might actually be stuck. Unless we do a like a frame perfect jump. Because in version 1.0, the frame perfect glitch I was talking about during the LP works. But I'm not expecting to do it. I guess I'll drop a save state, see if I can do it just for fun. Dang it. No, this is actually a lot harder than I remembered it. But I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Frame perfect glitch being hard, who'd have thought? Yeah, okay. Well, that's enough of this. Let me see. We want to go to Barrel Bayou, right. So once again, a lot of these level-specific ones aren't really what you'd call glitches. More just like oversights with the level itself. So we're going to head over to Barrel Bayou. And I'm going to go ahead and drop a save state here because I'm going to go take a little break. Because I've been talking for like an hour. So yeah, I'll be BRB. Woo! We're back. So yeah, my little break that I was going to make like 10 or 15 minutes ended up turning into like 8 hours. How loud is the music? I've been messing about with some stuff and other stuff happened. But anyways, yeah, back to the glitches. So the glitch we're about to do involves our pal Rambi. It's not, well, once again, it's not really a glitch. It's more of just like a big oversight. So I'm going to try to get over here. Boom, kaboosh, boom. Take a that, my pal. From another animal man thing. You, Alright, so I'm gonna drop a save state here because I don't want to screw this up like an idiot. Let me lower the volume just a little bit. Alright, so let's go ahead and get over here. So the trick to this little glitch, so see the sign here? What we want to do is get Rambi right next to it, but we don't want him to go away. So what we want to do is get this guy to start being like active, because now he's like a tangible object for a little bit. So now we come over here, we carry him about, and now we break the cannonball, of course. Now what we want to do here, in case you couldn't tell, this should be pretty obvious, but basically all we're doing is throwing this in here, going back on Rambi, and jumping in here. You may be thinking, well, what's so interesting about that? You've won the bonus with Rambi. What's interesting, if you remember from the LP, is that this barrel actually puts you past the sign. I'm going to go ahead and save state here again just to make sure, because I don't want to screw this up. So look where we are now. Ain't this cool? We're past the sign, so now we can do the rest of the level as Rambi, which normally isn't possible, obviously. Rambi actually makes this, like, a lot easier, too, in case you couldn't tell from his invincibility and stuff. Because you can just kind of run through, like, the bees and stuff. But, more useful is this makes this little cannon way easier, because Rambi's hitbox is huge, so not only does it make it, like, almost impossible to miss, but you can get all the bananas, which is obviously very useful. Also want to be careful here, because remember that Rambi cannot just casually touch bees. The game does not like it. Or, what am I saying? He can't touch barrels without jumping, otherwise it's not too good. So let's jump into this bonus barrel here. We can go into this bonus. Now, of course, nothing special about that. I mean, it's just the bonus, right? Oh, I missed. Dang. I actually thought that went a little further than I did, but okay. So, here's something that's interesting about this, is that now we can get to the level end target as Rambi. But what does that matter? Well, you can see a glitchy Rambi there, but that's not the interesting about this. What we want to do... Oh, crap. Okay, I think we have to shoot straight up to do this. Maybe? How does this work again? Oh, I think you have to shoot up. Like this? No. There's a way that you can do this. Maybe I have to shoot down like this? No. Why is this not working the way I want it to? That's what you have to do. Okay. So, when you shoot out the barrel downward like that, it gives you control. I might not actually be able to do this. Once again, I might link to the video that shows this off. But, basically, there's a way to manipulate the level end target that causes Rambi to basically, like, it doesn't work right. And Rambi will actually miss, like, the thing, and he'll slide away. And this will cause him to... Dang. I wonder what I'm missing. I wonder why this isn't working the way I want it to. I'm legitimately curious, because I have no idea how this trick works. Oh, I bet you I know what it is. Okay, so... It's probably that... Because Rambi's hitbox is so huge, I bet you can, like, kind of, like... Yeah, that's what it is. So because Rambi's hitbox is so huge, he doesn't properly, like, hit the target. If you're too far over, it'll make him move to the left, and it doesn't work properly. However, I want to try to do this a little better than this. I want to make it so he's not moving so goddamn slow. There we go. So this causes Rambi to enter this weird glitch state where he, like, I can't do anything, I can't pause, none of the buttons do anything, and, like, you can see, like, I can fast forward here, and, like, he's floating in the air. Like, the bees aren't going to do anything, but eventually, when we get over here, the barrel will spawn in, and he'll get sucked into the barrel again. And now we are back into a playable state. But you can see, like, the camera's actually messed up now. Like, it's trying to... Like, it's, like, stuck over to the left, so I can't barely see. And you can see, like, the target doesn't work anymore. So, I believe... Like, obviously I can just enter the, like, bonus game to, like, finish this. But it's fascinating to me that it's, like, you can even do this. It's like, I think it's the only time you can... Well, you could... There's maybe the only time you can use. It's the easiest one to do anyways. Like, there's no crazy, like... No super precise stuff other than, like, just, like, the normal thing. Anyways, let's go back here. I want to see something here. Just like a... See if this is going to be weird. So I believe when you shoot Rambi out, if you shoot him straight up, he'll always go, like, up. But, like, if you just shoot him, like that, then he'll be in the right direction. Just like a... I don't know why I'm pointing this out here, but, like... Let me actually see something. I want to see if we can, frick! It's not what I wanted to do. Whatever, that's fine. Let's just exit out of this. We're done with this level. But yeah, that's pretty fun little things you can do there in that level. Next is... Ooh, Slime Climb. This is another one that I'm not, like, 100% confident I'll actually be able to do, but I will try my best. I believe it is something akin to what you want to do is... Basically, you want... Do something like this. Oh, but I don't time it right. Okay, I'm going to put my save state in the level. I believe you want to do it with Diddy as the active member? Something like that. So let's see. Let's try this again. Dang it! Did not quite work the way I wanted to. Although I can actually show off something that I didn't even think about until just now. So... We know that Snapjaw is here, but there's an interesting quirk with Snapjaw. So let's go ahead and get hit. And basically we want to drop down as fast as we can. Now obviously it doesn't work perfectly all the time because like it kind of kicks you out of the water and stuff gets weird. But dang it. I want to do this, but it's a little tricky to do. I always like okay, so we want to like get him to come with us and then we want to drop down. Oh, but we don't want to drop down too fast like that. Because if you drop down too fast, it just kills you because you're not swimming anymore. But yeah, see what's happened here? So when you're swimming, you can't. The game doesn't let you fall to your death. It's like a weird like fail-safe that's in place. So we can basically drop down for a very long time. But if I start swimming back up now. Snapjaw is actually gone, and he was. I believe there's a couple points when he'll respawn because like there's like respawn points from because of bonuses, but until you reach those, he's actually completely gone. Now, of course, from here, if I were to say, let's load my save my game again. If I run back over here to where he starts the level, then he's gonna be back, right? Yeah, because his sprite spawns like at the very left. But that's a interesting thing. Let me see. I want to say, like, let me head on up and see what happens. I mean, this is a good chance to get my Kong back anyways, so still a good idea. So because of this, I can like make the water rise and then just be like, oh no, Snapjaw, he's not here. I can just kind of hang out over here. You can actually get to the bonus like really early like this. Where would the thing be? So I'm gonna go over to this rope here, and now Snapjaw should go ahead and spawn in. Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Like, I can go to those bones and I respawn him, all that jazz. He'll probably respawn at the midpoint too, because there'll be a spawn for him there. But yeah, that's not what I want to show off, though. That's not the glitch. So I'm going to make Diddy the active member. I'm going to save my game. And basically what we want to do is we want to basically drop into the water and like team switch like instantly and also get hit. But it's actually a lot harder timing than I remembered. Like you can see like it causes some weird momentum. Dang it. It's really hard to time. Like we want Snapjaw to be here. Once again, I'm not entirely like I've done this before, but I might like I don't it's been a while, so I might not be able to do this. Dang it. Oh, there we go. But yeah, if you do it like that, it gives you a shit ton of like upward momentum, and you can like skip to like almost like way into the level. And I'm gonna go ahead and go into the level. We're gonna do this again. I'm gonna like speed run basically. We want to get to the very end of the level because there's an even funner thing we can do with it at the very top of the level. This might take a little bit though, because once again I'm a little rusty, so don't expect me some god. Like I said, don't expect you to be a god. I told you. What'd you expect? I said it, so I means it. God darn it. Now, because I lost my partner, I actually have to do this part properly, which is a shame. But we shouldn't have to do it properly for long, because now we can just jump over here. And hey, look, we're here. Let's, avoid that. Let's get to the midpoint here. Hey, Canny, you want to shoot your shit? Now, we're going to lose a little time because I went for that invincibility, but it's fine because invincibility lets us just kind of truck through stuff. You know what you do? You can actually keep this invincibility for, like, yeah, you can see, like, all the way till here. It's supposed to be for the bonus, but I mean, you know, invincibility's there. You might as well just have fun with it. This is making me realize that the invincibility shows up a lot more often in this game than in DKC 3. In DKC 3, there's only, like, 2 or 3 in the whole game, and, like, most of them are just in the tree level with the saw. Avoid these clobbers. They're always a deadly enemy. It's funny how even though Clobber and Naka are like fundamentally they do the same thing, but the way that they're like speed and shit makes like honestly makes Clobber just way worse. Or it makes Naka way worse because he's a little slower, but he's better at following you, so you just kind of end up on top of him a bunch. So what we want to do here, I'm going to try to do the same thing. Basically, we want to do the same thing. And if we go up high enough, the game will actually freak out a bit, and the camera's going to start wrapping around now. How funky is that? Isn't that cool? And once again, because we go so far off screen, this actually causes Snapjaw to kind of break. I don't actually think he's despawned though. I think he's just like waiting to like get back to us. So if I like fast forward for a little bit, oh, maybe he is just gone. So that's pretty cool though. So I can go over here and grab this stuff, or this stuff that I like sucked at getting. Is he not gonna respawn here? I think one of the bonuses puts us here, right? So you'd think there'd be a respawn point here for him, but like whatever. Just finish. I mean, I guess I'll just reiterate this while I'm here. I love that like you finish level and it just shows you the DK coin. Like, damn, man. I missed that at the end of the level. Let's see. What's next? Hornet Hole. Right. So, I mean, what else there to say? We gotta fly over to the Hole of Hornets, as it were. And we want to get to about the little past midpoint. We want Squitter, and we want to get to a hook with Squitter. So I'm just gonna once again run through this level as fast as I can. I mean, this is kind of what the LP was like, but obviously I was a little bit more thorough. Here I'm just kind of running through. This is a little, you know, good time to show this off, because obviously it's a lot easier when you can just walk past them. You can go ahead and jump past here. Oh, jeez. Get over to the hook here. We already got the Squitter. This level's not even that long, honestly, so, you know, I'm not surprised. Alright. Kill you. Get up top. Alright. So, from here, we are now at a hook with Squitter. Oh, let's kill you. Get you out of the way. So, once again, there's some funky stuff you can do with some weird interactions. Basically, you want to get to this hook here. And you can see that now the camera is kind of freaking out a little bit. And now we can do this! Oh, I actually screwed up. Although it did give me a big jump, but that's like a version 1.0 thing. So I want to get a little higher before I do that. Oh, shoot. Squitter actually went through the web? Really? That's interesting. Whoa, you can see you can get kind of... oh, shit. I'm in the wall. Yeah, the camera is like the strongest entity in this whole game. Like, it is really hard to get stuck in geometry, but if the camera wants you to get stuck in geometry, you're stuck in that goddamn geometry, you heathen. Alright, so let's try this again. You can see what I'm trying to do here. Like, when you interact with this hook and Squitter, it like kind of breaks it a little bit for some reason. Ugh, fuck. It starts going so fast. I don't want it to do that. Okay, let's put the save state a little closer. Like, let's get the web there. Okay. Why does he keep doing this? You son of a bitch! You bastard! I hate you, Squitter. That's not true. Why does he keep falling through? That's so weird. Alright, now we want to basically just start team throw. Oh, come on! How do I keep messing this up? The other guy did it so easy, and I'm just like, nope, can't. Squitter, you rat bastard. You're falling through your own web. What's with that? How does that keep happening? Okay, how about if I just stay on Squitter for a little bit? That's a little more interesting. We can kind of see how, like, it gets a little weird. Ugh! And as soon as you get off Squitter, the game freaks out, because I don't know why. So let's get this bee out of the freaking way. Throw! Throw! Whoa! Where am I? See what I mean? I am like... yeah, I'm stuck in the wall. That's where I am. Isn't that fun? I don't think you can get out. I can get myself killed, but I'm stuck in here because there's no way to get out. Like, I can kind of try to, like, jump, you know, like... spot, but Dixie can't fly off of like honey, so I'm basically screwed here, which is obviously very fun. I think that's all I wanted to show off for this level though, right? Yeah, So now we want to go to Bramble Scramble. I mean, you can see my notes for a second, but like, you know, I want to, you know, set up this suspense a little bit. This glitch is, once again, this one is also not really a glitch, just like an oversight with the way the level is set up. The last one was definitely a glitch, though. That's for sure. Basically, what we want to do is we want to get to the level, and we want to get to the no squawk sign as squawks. And we're going to see some weird interactions here. But I'm not sure if I mentioned this during my Let's Play, but for some reason I wasn't even aware of this until recently. But like, I actually finished the LP and I still had things to learn about this game. For some reason, Squawks actually shoots eggs out faster when Dixie is the active Kong and not Diddy. He shoots out, Squawks shoots out a little slower when Diddy's the Kong. And I'm not sure why that's the case. It's a very strange quirk of the, like, I guess, box Squawks. Like, I knew he was faster, but I didn't realize he was even faster as Dixie. There must be some weird thing happening there. So, we're at the sign, and what we can do at the sign is that there is actually a quirk. So you can see the camera is actually rising there. It's like not supposed to, but it does, and because of that, we are now a box Squawks past the midpoint sign. Now, to be fair, you can't really do too much with this, because, like, obviously, like I can, like, ooh, and this bramble wall, interestingly enough, doesn't kill us very easily. Like, I guess they thought of that. So they made it so the top of this bramble just doesn't hurt you at all. And, like, you can see some weird interactions with this. Like, Squawks can't fly when he's, like, completely parallel to a rope. And we can go ahead and fly up here. Oh, I'm dead. Let's kill these dudes so I want to get Dixie back. Dang it! They're actually deceptively hard to hit in this kind of situation. Whoa! Whoa! I can actually make them just not be in the game at all. That's interesting. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and save states. Like I mentioned, this is a very interesting scenario we're in right now. I'll save state again. So we can't fly through these ropes, so we're kind of stuck down here. But this is still something that you can't obviously normally do. We can get hit here. And we can't go past here, like... Oh, he actually got to see Squawks get killed. That's funny. That doesn't usually happen. I think that's like a version 1.0 only thing, because you remember that it happened... I tried to do it a lot when I was playing, but it would never happen. And I'm not sure why. And even then, even in this version, like... It might not be a version 1.0, it might just be, I don't know, Squawks is weird like this. But we can see we're in a very unique scenario. We can actually transform into a or a crate animal, or a barrel animal as like a box, which is obviously, you know, unique. You can't normally do this, but here we are, getting killed. I think once we're over here, we can't actually go back. Oh no, we can. It's the box barrel. I don't know why I always want to, like, I get mixed up, but, like, you know what I mean? The transform dude. We can get everything really easy like this, which is cool, because obviously it's normally, like, super precarious. But we can even go to a, this little corner over here that you don't normally, like, have. Ow! Ah, fuck! Okay, so the hitbox there is a lot smaller than I thought it was. Wow, you just get murdered over there. Let's try this again. But I'm gonna go like super speed through it and see if I can get out here. Alright, let's go! Damn it! The hitbox here is weird. Like, you can see, like, you kind of get stuck. Yeah, and that'll happen. Ugh. I have to be really careful here, because Squawks' hitbox is obviously... And yeah, as you can see here, when you do this, you actually can fall to your death as a flying animal, which I think at least is pretty hilarious. Because it's like, how does that make any sense, you know what I mean? But it's something that can happen. And yeah, once again, all signs work on all animal buddies regardless of anything, so even though it's a squitter sign, it'll kill Squawks all the same. I forget if we can do that the chain link chamber glitch here. We might actually be able to. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, we can see here that, like, the top of brambles is weird. Like, the way they react is different depending on your state. Like, if you just jump into it normally, it's fine. I think I mentioned this during the LB, but, like, if you jump up from, like, a rope, for some reason that is just, like, not allowed and it'll kill you. And once again, I can't tell you why. It's just how it is. It's just a weird, like, gameplay thing. Ooh, now we're gonna get to do a fun one. I already have the DK coin for this because I got it just from racing fast. Let me take a drink of water. So, what we want to do for this one is we want to basically play through the level normally, and we want to just go ahead and not kill this guy. We want to keep him in sight as much as we can, though, because we want him close to us. I'm probably going to make a lot of save states because this is a little hard to do. So, oh! And obviously if you slam into him too fast, it'll kill him, so you have to be really careful. Thankfully, though, most of the jumps are pretty easy. The AI is actually, funny enough, really good at, like, not dying, so you don't have to worry about them dying, so that's at least a good thing. Now seems like a good time. Control, Shift. I have this, you know, let me actually check this right now, because I might as well do this before we keep going. Like, I've already done so many things, but it's like still. Like, let me look here. Oh, shit. It should be, okay. Customize hotkeys. Let's go to pay, oh. So, you save by doing a Shift F2. Okay. So, I should be able to do Shift F2. There you go. For some reason, my first one is just Tab, though, so that's interesting. I guess that's why it wasn't working, because it's actually different. We want to be really careful about the jumps, because obviously, like, he doesn't despawn if he goes off screen, but we just want to be close to him. It's actually really, it actually helps to have him like this, because it kind of helps us kind of tell what the jumps are like. I believe there aren't any jumps that he won't make, too. Like, even though some of the jumps might seem tight, he should make every jump. Like, it's not like, you know, he's going to die or something dumb. Let me drop another save state. Ooh, yeah, nope, I messed up. I want to slow down here. Yeah, basically, if we're not going as fast as him, we're not going to make jumps. But obviously, if we're going too fast, then we're going to catch up to him. If we're going too slow, then we're not going to make jumps. So it's like, it's a balancing act of making sure you're going fast in the right spots. Ooh. So, you may be wondering, what exactly are we trying to do here? Well, it involves the flag, the little flag that tells you what place you're in. It shows up every time you kill a guy, and it also shows up when you finish, when you get, like, at the end of the level. So, we're gonna see here why exactly you want to keep him here. It's a very interesting, glitch, and it'll actually be very fun to see, because it's a lot more, like, of a noticeable glitch than a lot of stuff we've been doing. Ugh, he's getting... Fuck, I haven't saved in so long. I was getting cocky. Like, like, you have such a strong case of momentum while you're in this particular, like, skull cart. Because, like, once you start going fast, like, you don't, like, stop moving for a long time. So you have to be careful. Alright, once we... Okay, I'm gonna drop a save state just to make sure, because, I mean, I just died here. Let's go slow here so we can make a jump. We want to start going fast pretty much right after the jumps. God damn, it's because you can't control your speed in the air. That's what that is. I don't know if I ever knew that, because, I mean, most of the time when you're playing this level, I just go full speed. Like, let's be honest. But, I should be able to do it like this. Alright, there we go. We're going to drop a save state. Where's the flag pop up again? Not there. Okay, so we want to do it a little bit slower. We want to get to this slope here. And now we want to smack him! Dang it! Oh, just barely didn't do it. Okay, drop a save state. Boom. Oh, damn it. We want to do it right as the flag pops up, basically. And if you do that, as you can see, it actually causes the game... It has different results depending on when you do it, but in this instance, we've actually completely crashed the game, which is fascinating to me. Damn it! It's just hard to actually hit him. Consider, like, that time we, like, broke the tile set, which was fascinating. And it's interesting how it changes based on when you jump on him. That time it broke the game again. Let's try doing it, like, real fast. Boom! That time it just instantly crashed. This is sort of like, whatchamacallit? You know that platform glitch from Super Mario where, like, if you, like, get Yoshi to spit out a null sprite with the, rotato platforms at like certain points, it causes a bunch of different results depending on when you do it. You can think of this glitch as being sort of similar in concept to that. By jumping on this skull cart at different times, different things happen. And in that instance, we saw some very glitchy graphics pop up. You can see that now we're starting to get into some glitches that are actually really broken. And it is possible to kill him and, like, make the graphics glitch up and still finish. But, a lot of times, doesn't happen. Did I just hear a sound effect? Okay, so let's give him a little second. Boom. I'm not sure why this happens. Like, I can't even begin to imagine. It's like some weird... Like, I don't even know. I'm not sure if it can have, like, prolonged effects on the game. Like, it's possible that, like, if you, it's possible this might break something somewhere else, but it's just interesting to me how many different, like, things there are. It seems to be based on his object, too. Like, you can see, like, sometimes, like, his object just, like, breaks is what happens. And somehow that causes everything to just, like, completely break. Like, you can see, like, it's turned into some weird, like, glitchy, like, poof of smoke. Honestly, this is one of those glitches I would describe as I don't even know why. I can't even begin to fathom why it happens. And it seems to be based on the camera position, because if we wait until the camera stops scrolling, then it, like, always just instantly crashes. That time it almost didn't crash. So maybe it is based on just, like, I don't even know. Sometimes it glitches the graphics. I wonder if we can get any different results to happen here. Well, that's probably about as good as we're gonna get. So you can see what I mean. Like, this glitch is fascinating to me. Alright, what are we at now? Oh, I didn't even put the name of the level here, but that is the wind level. Devil. So I want to go to the second haunted forest level of World 5 here. I believe, what's the name? Gusty Glade, right. So we want to grab Ratley, and we want to get all the way to the no Ratley sign as him. Once again, I wouldn't call this one an exploit. This one's actually definitely involving some glitches. I'm going to use save states, like, feverishly. I'm glad I found my button. That'll definitely help make the last bit of this video, you know, a bit less of a pain. Oops. Luckily, when Ratley gets hurt, he's basically, like, the easiest thing in the world to catch, because he goes so slow. I don't know why they did it like that. You think they could have made him faster, but I guess it's, like, Ratley already moves slow on the ground, so I guess it makes sense. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. Who doesn't like this? Oh! And then this time he went hella fast because the wind carried him. So I guess that shows me. Whee! This time we didn't waste time by getting hit, thank God. Let's get some momentum with us. Boom! Let's get flying. Do. Let's save state again before I get myself killed in a stupid way. Alright, this is the hard part right here, because I don't know what it is, but I have such a hard time doing this as Ratley. There we go. Now, what we want to do is I'm going to drop a save state here. So we want to go ahead and switch to Dixie here, obviously. And basically what we want to do is the same glitch we did with Rambi way earlier on Pirate Panic, where we can make him float. Let's basically, what we want to do here is we want to push through the ground. That didn't work quite the way I wanted it to. I'm not actually sure how this one works, to be honest. I might not be able to do this one because I'm not entirely sure how it works. It seems to be like some weird, like, you can kind of clip into the ground a little bit, and I'm not, once again, I'm not really sure how that works. Ugh. Like, once again, I might just, like, oops, I'm, like, fumbling my buttons now. Yeah, I might just, like, link to the video again. God damn, I keep... What's the button? It's the X button. Why am I jumping off of him? I'm pressing A, not X. A! Is my fat button, my fat thumb really that big? It totally is. I'm totally crossing over. Well... There's a way to get through this wall by using this glitch, but I have no clue how to do it. Let me actually, I mean, I guess I'll just try as, like, Dixie first here. Like, there's, like, I don't know what it is, how you do it, but there is a way to get through this wall. I swear it. But, damned if I know how to do it. So, I apologize, but I won't be able to actually show off this glitch, because I honestly have no clue how I do it. I can show this off and show how powerful a Rattly with, like, super slowness is. Woo! Yeah, it's not happening. It's definitely a way to do it. I'm not sure how, though. So, apologies. I'll just link to a video that shows someone actually doing that. So, for now... Ooh, Ghost Crow. Another series of very interesting glitches we're going to do here. So, the first one's actually really, like... The second one's actually like a byproduct of the first one. So basically what we want to do is we want to jump off of one of these crows. Preferably, I should actually probably do this as Diddy because he jumps a little higher. Do that, and basically land... Ah, damn it. Didn't quite reach it. You can see what we're trying to do here. Basically, there's a way to... you can get up here, but it's a little tricky because you have like... There we go. So like that, we are now in this weird scenario. But you can see that because of this, the eggs are actually, we actually have eggs falling down here. Oops. That's awkward. I don't think this is actually possible to do right now because we actually want that barrel to show up first. So let me drop down again. Oops. Okay, let me actually just... Oh, I didn't mean to save. Well, that's fine, because we're just going to do it again. So we want to do this again, but we want the barrel down here. I'm not sure if the barrel despawns, so let's see. As long as the barrel doesn't despawn, this should actually be really easy to do. Basically, we just make the barrel, like, spawn over here, and then we just kind of chill out in the corner. Ah, fuck. He does reach all the way down there. Well, that's unfortunate. But, that's fine. Oh, the barrel does break! Okay. So... Because of that, what we're gonna want to do... Actually, I wonder... Maybe the barrel doesn't break if I'm holding it, so let's see. I'm gonna fiddle around with this a bit more, because, like, obviously this is a lot easier if this barrel doesn't, like, break. It does break in my hands, that son of a bitch. Okay, so this is gonna be a little trickier than I thought it was gonna be, but yeah. I guess before we do anything like crazy, I'm just gonna show off like actual results of getting up there. So let's go ahead and pop up here as Dixie. So I can get up here. We wanna, you know, not die obviously like I did last time, which is a little embarrassing, but it's fine. We're up here, so I'm just gonna save state. Makes it a little easier. Oh! So because we're up here and Crow's not up here, the camera isn't like set up properly because the camera locking is all part of Crow. So we're actually like, we're stuck up here, but we can't like drop. Like you can see, like normally if you land down here you die, But we're actually like just walking around down here, and this normally isn't possible, so it's, you know, it's pretty cool, I think, anyways. But yeah, we're stuck, so we have to reset. Let me swap levels quickly so I can switch back over to Diddy. Diddy actually acted a little weird there. So basically what we want to do is we want to hit that egg with a barrel. And obviously, as you can imagine, that's a little tricky to do, because the barrel's only around for a little bit of time, and we need to kill the normal crow in order to make the barrel appear. I believe, however, that if... Let's wait for him to pass. I believe that if we wait like one... I guess phase, and then we let him redo this phase? Oh no, it doesn't. It always does appear in the same spot, but that's actually a good thing that it always appears in the same spot, because now you can jump on this crow and like do exactly that. Damn it, I was too slow. Basically, if you can't tell what I'm trying to do... Oh, fuck. Okay, that's not supposed to happen. I'm trying to make this egg fall, but we want to hit it with this barrel. And it despawned, dang. Damn it, the barrel RNG is screwing me here. I want the egg... We need the egg to be on screen, but we don't... Okay, here. Boom! If you hit the egg with a barrel, the game crashes instantly. Even though I was dead. Like, all the music stopped because of the dead sound, like, the sound effects stopped, but you can still hit the barrel, which is funny to me. And yeah, just like that, like, there's no way out of that. You're stuck, like, as soon as that happens. There you go, we did it proper there. How fun is that? Game's completely broken, like, there's nothing you can do if that happens. Have to reset. Alright. Ooh, Castle Crush. I think I'm gonna save the Castle Crush for last, because I mean, I'm sure most people that like have ever looked into any glitches in this game are aware of just how broken the so-called Castle Crush glitch is. So we'll save that for later. For now, we're gonna go into Chain Link Chamber to see a this glitch is like pretty much like nobody in their right mind would ever do this in normal gameplay, but it's like it's a glitch that is very fascinating to me because it kind of shows a lot about how this game is designed, I think. So it's really cool to me that this is a thing that happens. So basically what we're doing is we're going to play through the level normally until we get to one of the spinning barrels. There's a couple of them throughout the level, but we want one that doesn't has no time limit. So we want to go all the way up here. We want to get to this first section here, and we want to basically shoot into these barrels. We want to get over here to where this first spinning barrel is. Now we're gonna actually fucking there should be a barrel around here, right? There isn't, but I'm gonna get rid of these zingers because they're obnoxious. So I'm glad that this barrel is here because this makes this part a lot easier. So we want, I mean, we don't need both Kongs, but it's gonna make sense. Like, it's easier to do this like this, like this. You know, just repeat myself. So what we're going to do, okay, first of all, we can go over, like, jump around here and we get a coin, I think. Where is it? It's the second one. Pretty sure I showed this. Maybe I didn't show this off. Maybe it's the second one. Is there another one? Why is this not appearing? I don't even know. I don't even know why I'm trying to sidetrack here. But what we need is a place to swap. So I'm going to go ahead and save state. And what we're going to do is we're going to just jump into this barrel. And we're just going to wait. And we're going to wait for a very long time. I'm going to go to super speed here. And eventually, something very strange is going to happen. If we sit in this barrel for long enough. And you'll understand why this happens right away, I think. There we go. So look at this. Look what's happening. Do you see the ground there? What has happened here, if you can't tell, basically we're at the top of the level, but because we got there in a weird way, the graphics aren't properly drawing in right away. Like, you can see, like, the remnants of, like, the actual proper graphics there. I'm not totally sure why the graphics are broken, but yeah, look at what is at the bottom of the screen. It's the Castle Crush platform. So the reason why this happens is because the Castle Crush platform is set to go down while you're in a barrel. Or, like, whenever you're, like, in a transformation barrel or just, like, a normal barrel, it causes it to go down, right? So you might be thinking, well, there's no Castle Crush platform in this level, so why would this be happening? And you're right, but that's because, you're not right. It is here in this level. The Castle Crush platform is actually, by default, in every, castle level. It's just, like a inherent property of the level tile set or whatever. But normally, it's just not set to move at all, and the camera isn't locked with it, obviously. Like, the camera isn't normally locked with it, but it is locked if it's, like, above you. Like, you can't go below it, but you can go above it. So, because we're in this barrel, if we sit, like I said, because we sit in that barrel for so long, eventually, even though it's off screen and, like, way below the level and it's not moving, it does still move when you're in the barrel. So if you wait long enough in the barrel, it wraps around the entire level and kind of breaks the camera with it, you can see. Like, I think that's just fascinating that this glitch is a thing. And if we wait long enough, it will eventually, you know what I mean? Like, eventually it will come back down to us. In fact, when I'm eating this graham cracker, sorry for that. Technically speaking, this glitch is actually really useful because it kills all the zingers, right? As soon as the zinger appears on screen, they die because they're below the Castle Crush platform. Except for, of course, these ones, because those ones we saw earlier are, like, special, like, objects. This is also one of those things. Let me drop a save state. So if I shoot, yeah, it'll kill me. I think if we shoot, like, in a certain spot, it won't kill us. Let me see. You can also hear a zinger die here. Let's listen. Boom. I'm not sure. There might be a place where if you shoot, it doesn't kill you, but I'm not sure about that. Anyways, yeah, if we wait long enough, hey, look, we're back. And you can see here, like, we aren't actually, like, once again, because the Castle Crush platform isn't set up properly, we don't actually interact with it at all. So you can just, like, drop through it, like, no problem. But of course, if we wait long enough, like, it does this. And it did still, like, kill stuff, so this is still really useful. And this glitch is fascinating. In fact, we're gonna wait a little longer. And see, like, you can see, like, it'll just keep dropping down. Like, isn't that so cool? What a weird glitch. Like, technically speaking, you can do this with any of these barrels. It's just, obviously, it'll take longer. Let me save state. Can I drop here? Yeah, because the ground's still, like, here. I think it's just fascinating that, like, it also can't die when you're climbing onto a rope, which is another thing that'll happen. Though I think if I go down for long enough, yeah, I'll reach the actual end of the tile set object, and it will kill me because, like, even though it's off screen, it does still, like, properly, like, render that object. Or, like, it's a tile set, so it's there even off screen. Like, that's just how it works. And yeah, if we keep going through the level, most of the zingers should be gone. Because, like, anything that's, like, on screen will die. The zingers on the left there don't die because, like, they're, like, their own weird thing. But yeah, like, I just think this glitch is fascinating. Like, I think it's just, like, a good example of, like, how interesting, like, how this game works, you know what I mean? Did I pick up this coin by accident and just not know it? Like, I swear to God, I don't know why that worked. Whatever. So let's just hang out here for longer. Basically, I'm just going to keep jumping back to this for a little bit. Okay, so now it should be lower down. Let's see just how low down it is. Yeah, I just think this glitch is fascinating. Like, I'm spending a lot of time on this, but I just think, like, isn't this like, how crazy is that? Like, somebody sat in those barrels and, like, spent an eternity finding them, and it was like the coolest thing he ever found while just sitting around doing nothing for, like, an hour. Like, keep in mind that because I was speeding up the game a lot, so it probably takes closer to, like, 20 minutes for that to, like, actually wrap around. Whew, baby. Anyways, we're gonna start select out of that. Oh yeah, we're gonna go Toxic Tower next. Oof. My apologies if I sound a little weird at times, because I have a pretty bad stomach ache, to be honest. Ugh. That was like the first time I burped in how long, and even though it hurt, it felt really good. I might actually have to pause this recording to make sure I don't, like, spew my guts on stream. But I want to go through this video. I want to finish this right now. So we're gonna run through the Toxic Tower level. We want to get to the midpoint is what we want to do. Boo, boo, boo. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, but fuck! I held that button for so long, you didn't jump. You son of a bitch. Anyways, I mean, that shortcut was actually probably well, I mean, it's not a shortcut, it's like a little hidden thing. It's like, that's slower, but I mean, whatever. It's not that long to the midpoint. Alright, so we're here now. So, what's going to happen here is a very interesting quirk. So, this is, actually, I guess in terms of what this is essentially the same glitch as the Lockjaw's Locker glitch. So, basically, when you're up here, the water level, like, the toxic, like, water is like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't rise until we approach, right? But there's a trigger here that makes it get to this level. So what we want to do is basically go over here to make it start rising. And we want to jump down really quick. And we want to get out of there. And now, the water is no longer rising. Because, of course, we've already hit the trigger that makes it rise. And then we made it go back down. So, essentially, this glitch actually makes this section of the level incredibly, like, easy. Because you no longer have to race against the time limits. You're just free to just do whatever. And I mean, I guess I'll show it off by just going a little further. You can do this part of the level that I didn't actually do last time, because I always go for those, like, secret shortcuts. So we can see, like, you know, fun stuff, all that jazz. Oh. Ooh, I don't know why I'm suddenly playing so sloppy with squats. I feel scared. Jeez. So yeah, let's get to Squitter, and I'm gonna go into turbo speed and show that the water level is not rising at all, which is fascinating to me. Because I mean, yeah, it's not like they need more than one trigger. There's just one trigger that makes it start rising to the top. So I can like drop down here, go into like super speed. Oh, I was wrong. There's actually another trigger along the way. That's cool. That's interesting. The trigger's probably at Squitter if I had to guess. But that's something I didn't actually know, so that's I still learned stuff. Anyways, we're gonna go to the next area. We're gonna go to Screech's Sprint, and we're gonna go through here. In case you didn't, know about this, even though I already shut it off in the LP, but whatever. So for this glitch, well, I've already showed off that you can take squawks into this area, which obviously you're not normally supposed to be able to, but abusing the way that midpoints don't properly like remember camera locks. Also, Dixie was like glitchy there for some reason. That was weird. Did you see how she was like trying to like acting like she was holding an object even though she was the backup calling? That was strange. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, so you just want to run up this rope here. You go full speed and they can't make you, and they can't hit you. And of course, if you want to go even faster, you can actually jump up those ropes, which is something that good players will do, pretty well. So what we're going to do here is essentially we're going to fly as far as we can with Dixie. Once again, I might have to like use a cheat code to this because I suck and I'm not good enough at doing this, but we're going to try to basically do something like this. So, fuck. Okay, so I know the sequence of events is actually going to be me doing this as Kitty, or it's Diddy then. Because this way, what I can do is get over here, trigger this, and, oh, fuck. Really, the camera doesn't move like that? Ugh! That's interesting. Didn't know about that quirk. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, you can see what I'm trying to do. It is possible using, like, with this extra DK rail and a bunch of other stuff to actually, make it over here as the Kongs and trigger the Screech Race. And we can do some weird things with that. So I'm going to try this one more time. Yeah, that's not an option at all. That's weird. That sucks, actually. Ah, Kron Sarnet! Damn it, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm gonna try this again as Diddy. I think what I need to do is just roll more. Because Diddy moves faster when he's rolling, obviously, right? There we go! So I'm gonna drop a save state right now. So, we're in a... Oh, fuck. I just realized that I can't actually get anywhere as Diddy, can I? Well, I guess that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna... So if I speed around for long enough, eventually, like, we'll die. Right? Because the race will end. So how many times does he throw his balls before I die? For... Right around after the 4th one. Wait, I think I moved there, though. Oh, no. Okay. 2, 3... 4. So right as he... Okay, I'm going to drop a save state now. I'm going to go into the barrel here. Oh, dang it. Wow, at least I can show this off. Oh! Well, it takes longer than I thought it did. There we go. So I can at least show that off, that you can die twice as Squawks, which is a funny quirk. But apparently I have to wait a lot longer than I thought I did. So let's go and speed up. Now we'll go into the barrel. We want to die while we're in the barrel. Except apparently it takes a lot longer than I thought it did. So what frame of animation is Diddy on when he dies? So he moves his head 5 times and then he dies. So I want to wait till about the 4th one, and then we want to jump into the barrel. So if we die in the barrel, we've lost a life, but we're still like, I mean, the race will restart again. But yeah, we're in this weird, essentially, we've died, but we've saved ourselves with the thing. I forget, oh, we can't start select anymore too? I think the brambles still hurt me though, so I can kill myself like that. Unfortunately, because of this, I actually... I'm kind of screwed here. What I was trying to show off is that there's actually, so first of all, if you have both Kongs when that race ends, your primary Kong, you'll still, like, lose, but, like, the backup Kong will just be kind of stuck. And there's weird things you can do where you can kind of, like, mess with, like, team throw, but, I'm not good enough to get back there with both Kongs, so, because I think it requires some, like, weird team, you have to, like, team throw over there, basically. You have to do those team throw jumps to get over there. But that's fine. I might link the video again. Ooh, now we're going to get to see some K.Rool dual glitches, though. This is when it's going to get a little fun. So I'm going to go ahead and put a save state here. So this is an interesting glitch. I don't think I showed this off during the LP, but basically, if you fly into K.Rool and get hit as Dixie, this might not be high enough, I don't think, but if you do it high enough, you don't actually, like, the level doesn't end, and you can't pause anymore because once again you're in a death state. But what's interesting about this is that the game seems to still consider you in some sort of weird state where you're still like there. Because whenever K.Rool goes over here, he detects that you're like past his position, and it will like scare you. Fun stuff, huh? You can basically just let this go on loop. You can do this at pretty much any point in the fight, but he has to specifically hit you over to the right. If he hits you to the left, it doesn't work, and I'm not sure why, but your guess is as good as mine. Who knows? Alright, let me see. What are the other things? I guess it's just the gas clouds, yeah. But yeah, we can see like 2 glitches now. Besides the infant death, it's also the fact that like Dixie's like floating just gets like saved for some reason. I'm not sure why it's like that, but so I'm gonna show off. I'm gonna try. We need to get to the gas clouds. We need to get to the blue clouds that he shoots at first. We gotta get to that point in the fight, and then we can see what's gonna shake a lake from there. Ah, crap! Did I really not throw that far enough? I'm embarrassed. We're gonna go to Dixie for this. Dixie just makes it so easier, because you can just like fly like that. Dixie really is just like the easy mode character of this game. Like, people say that Dixie and Diddy are pretty well balanced, and like, I can kind of get what they mean, but like, they're only really well balanced in terms of like going fast. Like, if we're just talking about which is better, Dixie is infinitely better. Like, let's be real. Boom, boom. I mean, this is just gonna be me playing the fight, so I'll probably just skip everything until we get to the gas clouds. So, see you guys then. Alright, so from here, what we want to do is team throw when he's throwing the gas clouds. And now, so there's 2 ways, there's 2 variants of this glitch, but what we've done is the color palette glitch. So now if we switch to Dixie, we're now permanently stuck as the blue comms. And as far as I know, this should stay until I think we get hit. Because like, even if you switch, you're stuck like this. It just permanently affects your palettes. I believe, however, if we take a hit, yeah, it'll probably fix your palette. Pictures taken moment before his death. Wow, I fucked that up, really? Whatever. So, the variant of this is that you can actually, if you throw a little faster... oh shoot. Maybe I have to throw a little slower. I forget what the timing is for this. It's a little weird. I'm gonna actually drop a save state to make it a little faster. Did not get it. Basically, what's happening here is there's a way to get this in such a way that it actually causes us to permanently be like, it like freezes you basically. So I think we want to do it like this. No. I forget how you do this. I'm trying to like set this up right, but this might take a while, so I'll probably just skip when I get this if I can't get it right away. I'll know when I get it because you can't like get hurt by K.Rool anymore. You gonna hurt me? Sure is. Dang, how do you do this? I'm gonna get this, don't you worry. Nope. Just, by the way, in case you wonder where, you can do the gas cloud palette thing with like any of the gas clouds, and you just permanently get stuck with that palette. I think that's the case anyways. I might be wrong about that. Huh. Nope. I'm not actually sure what causes this. I might have to come back to this later. Like, I might take a break here and like check quickly. Basically, we know it works if Dixie kind of gets stuck. Like, if she just kind of stops moving. And I'm not sure what causes... it seems to be caused by, like, getting hit and, like, doing something like that. Like, you have to do it, like, the same time, but that's not good enough. So I'm not sure... Yeah, no, I might... You know, I'm gonna take a sec to look this up. So, let me pause here. What's my pause button again? Oh, right. So I'll be back in a minute here. I think I should be back, yeah. So, from what I'm seeing... It's something like that. The timing is very specific. Like, it seems to be just like you have to just time this perfectly. Like, what should be happening is I should be getting frozen. I should be getting frozen during the team throw, basically. But I'm not sure if I can... Like, this might not work, I don't know. It's a little disappointing that I'm not going to be able to get this, because this glitch has a really cool effect. And you'll know why, because, damn it! I can't get this? I'm a little disappointed. I swear to God, I'm like in the exact spot he was. But I'm not sure what I'm doing differently. There, we did it! Yes! Okay, so I was doing it too early. So now we are in a state where K.Rool can no longer interact with us, and he can't hurt us anymore. However, you still have to be a little careful, because even though he can't hurt us anymore, if we get too close, then this happens, and we are now soft locked. Because we can't even pause the game while you're like this. So you want to be careful about that, but we can still pick up the can. Whoa, shit! So we can still throw cannonballs, and his suction doesn't even affect this anymore. Like, it's really cool. So yeah, even the gas doesn't affect this anymore. We actually throw the cannonballs stupidly fast too. Like, that's an interesting side effect of the glitch. I'm not sure why that happens, but I'm just happy I got this to work at all. Honestly. This has never been so easy. So yeah, the weird result of this glitch is that if we sit here now, so we've just killed him, but you know that we don't interact with stuff anymore. So guess what happens when the Creme coin falls? We don't collect it. In other words, this is a way to beat K.Rool but not even get credit for it. But yeah, so like this, we're back on the save file, but and we've gotten credit for beating this fight, but we don't have his coin, which is a fascinating byproduct of this, right? Essentially, we've just done something that is normally completely impossible in gameplay. We are oh shoot. Well, I can't save here. Control Shift R, because I want to keep this because this is a cool little quirk. We have 5 Creme coins, and that's from beating the first 5 bosses, minus Crow because we didn't get his because we had 75 already. So you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I miscounting something? Oh right, there's 2 down there. What am I thinking? 3, 4, 5. So indeed, we have just beaten the game, and we've sent this, like, that glitch prevents us from getting the coin, which is cool because essentially that's a way to lower the, like, max percentage that you can get. So if you ever wanted to do a low percentage run, that's your cue. I think. To be honest, I'm not actually sure if that coin gives you I think the coins give you a percentage, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. That's something I'd have to look into. But yeah, like, isn't that... I don't know. I just think that's fascinating that we're just... Right now, we're in, like, a state of a game that's impossible in normal, like... And it's, like, it's permanent, right? Because we've beaten him and we don't have his coin. So that's something that stays. Like, this is essentially a permanent glitch that isn't harmful. Anyways, what we want to do for this next glitch, if you couldn't tell, it's going to involve these tires. And it's going to involve, I mean... There's a couple places where you can do glitches, but I'm going to show off, like, the easiest, like, way you can get this to happen. And, like, this one's even, like, useful for, like, getting through the level quick, basically. Oh, jeez. So basically, we just want to keep going. We want to get to, just past... I guess not past just past the midpoint. We're actually going to get pretty late into the level. Oh, jeez. So basically, we're going to that huge gap that's in, like, near the end of the level where you have to cross using the barrel cannons, or at least you normally have to cross using barrel cannons. But of course, using this glitch that we're going to show off, there's a way to essentially bypass that. But that's not, like, the point of the glitch. The point of the glitch is, I'm going to save here. So we're going to take a hit off the zing, and then we're going to fly, and we're going to, without landing, we're going to land in this cannon, and we're going to, oh fuck. So the timing of this is a little weird. You have to kind of, like, know how this works. Basically, we're just going to... Like, you have to actually land on the tire. So it's a little tricky to do this. Basically, we're going to do something like that. Drop down. A little longer. We want to land on the tire without touching the ground, basically. Boom, and then that activates the turbo glitch. Remember this? Oh, shoot. It shoved me above the ground and killed me. But yeah, so that's just another place you can do that glitch. It involves the tires. There's actually a lot of glitches you can do with these tires, but that's just like, most of them kind of result in the super speed camera like that. So that's just like the easiest place to do it. Just figured, like, that's, you know, show that off. Fiery Furnace. And funny enough, Fiery Furnace is exactly the reason why I did all this work to get version 1.1 working in the first place, basically. Or 1.0, because there is a, what you would call a quirk with the barrels in that version that you can't take advantage of in later versions because they fixed it, but in this version of the game you can in fact like take advantage of it. So I'm gonna actually reset. Just makes it easier. We want to do this in Fiery Furnace. So we want to go to Gloomy Gulch. We're gonna head in here. So what we want to do for this glitch is, once again, it involves the infinite barrel. Well, it doesn't involve an infinite barrel, but it involves a way to make one of these barrels infinite. So this barrel has a timer of 5 seconds, but as it turns out, there's a way you can abuse, like, I wouldn't call this like a glitch, but basically, if you... Dang it. You want to get hit right as it shoots you, basically. I'm not sure. Fuck. Basically, when you go when you go to the ground, you do not get like you go where you want. You can't stop you. So when you get arrow, so you did it. I would just level you can get right on the title. But I keep the time down. And what's what I guess? That's what I That's getting through. That'll get so that's like the frame picture thing. Here's try something like this. I'm sorry, reset roll. I need to do this. It's just like time. Oh wow. Ugh. Really? But there's like frames. This is possible, right? Can't get the values. I think I have this frame, so I don't know. I'm trying like that. Let's get out of here. Well, that sucks. Like, the timer is disappearing, but it's not working. Wait, but it's different now. I did it! Yes! Finally! I'm really happy I got this. Holy shit. So, like I was saying, when you're in this state, you can just go like this. And eventually the camera will completely wrap around. Actually, I'm not sure. If I go back over to the right... Yeah, it'll probably, like, get over here again. Huh. Well, I mean, I can show this off right now. Because you can do this, you can just kind of go wherever. I'm not sure if it's unlimited. It might be, but it might also just be, like, a really long time. Like, let's do something here. Let's go into fast forward here. If I just, like, let it go for, like, a really long time... Does it eventually fire? Doesn't look like it does. I mean, I can get hurt and it'll actually kick me out. But yeah, that's not what we want to do. So basically, yeah, like I said, we want to get over here basically and just want to go left for a while. And if we go left for long enough, I'm going to buffer some turbos. Oh wow, did it really put me back there? Fascinating. Yeah, like you can see, like we're wrapping around the entire world. So I think I need to like, there we go. So I need to like move downward more. That's what I was doing. Because I was probably like outside the valid camera range. Like, isn't this cool? I'd love to see this in a speedrun. I think this would be so cool. Because this just like skips almost the whole level, right? Where am I? I actually have no clue where I am right now. Well, obviously I was too low is where I was. Whoopsies. But yeah, you can get the gist of like, isn't that a really cool glitch? I believe that is actually everything other than the Castle Crush glitch, which obviously I wanted to save for last. So let's head over to Mighty Castle Crush and mess with some shit. I might actually fuck up my saves because this can just like corrupt your SRAM, which, you know, obviously ain't good. But actually, let's go into here and get Diddy first, because obviously I don't even know if this is like really doable without Diddy. Like you can do, I think you can do the glitch with Dixie, but it's way harder. Because with Diddy, you can just literally put down the barrel and pick it back up, and you'll get the invalid item every time. So let's kill these guys, get them out of the sprite slots. Now we're going to go ahead and put a save state here. Gonna throw here, and then if we jump and get hit here, what happened? Did it break? Oh, it did! Nice! Huh! It's actually gonna keep moving down. That's funny. Oh shit. Whoa! Whoa, that was weird. And yeah, you can get different results based on when you throw this object. A lot of times it'll just, you know, break the game. And funny enough, like, as I've seen, like, if you do this glitch, sometimes it can, like, break your saves. Didn't happen here. I guess I did it on the same spot, so it probably just happened again. Huh. Let's get way over here and do it. There we go. Ow! And yeah, where you throw it can like change what you get. I keep just getting corrupted graphics. And it's not deleting my saves, thankfully, so that's good. What? I guess the Rampy Barrel wasn't even in the screen. Let's put it down here. Oh, we actually just got... Wow! I wasn't even aware this was possible. We actually just got no more Rambi. Imagine that. That's crazy. I'm not sure I've ever seen a normal Rambi from the Castle Crush glitch. So yeah, let's go ahead and die. Once again, did not break any of my nice things. I'm not getting as many cool results from this as I wish I would. It's actually funny you can get into the wall like that. Oh, jeez. Yeah, if you do it with different time, you can get different things. Like, our pal Crook here, I guess got put into the ram. Interesting. Like, what object you get is based on when you, like, do the glitch. I think the earlier you do it, the more likely you're gonna get the Rambi thing. So basically I want to do this right away. Damn it. I'm a little disappointed I keep getting, like, the same thing, though. It's the first time I've gotten this, at least. So it slowly lowers down. Look at this, though. Like, isn't this crazy? I wonder how far I can get like this. Look at, what is the hitbox of this thing, even? Well, we died. I'm a little disappointed I'm not getting more results from this. You can get a lot of crazy shit from this. But as it is, we're just kind of getting, like, pretty much just, like, either I corrupt the graphics if I'm over here, or I turn to the weird thing if I'm, like, you know what I mean? Oh, I didn't even do the thing. What am I doing? What? Oh, so that one time the crook was near the wall and I hit him. That was actually because I threw him. I wasn't even aware of that. I'm a little disappointed I keep getting the same thing, though. It really does just break the graphics. You can get so many other things. I'm not sure why I'm just getting either black screen or, like, you get the momentary second of, like, glitchiness. Oh! Well, same result. Damn! I think it's based on what values are, like, in the SRAM, or, like, just in RAM. Because, like, this glitch is really volatile and, like, a ton of different things can happen. And, I guess I can try to explain what's even happening. A lot of people just kind of like, haha, look how weird it is. Let me sit here and see if I can organize my thoughts enough to really explain what's happening here. So, first of all, we do the invalid item glitch. This lets you hold... It basically causes whatever item you're holding, like, because I broke the barrel I'm holding, but I'm still trying to hold something, the game tries to put whatever barrel was there, like... Think of it, if anyone's ever seen those Super Mario World videos with Nathan's board, it's literally the same concept as that. There's only so many sprite slots, and when you break the barrel, that sprite slot gets, like... The game is like, oh, that sprite slot is available for use. And because I'm holding... what I'm doing essentially is holding sprite slot, whatever sprite slot that barrel is. I'm not holding the barrel, I'm holding its sprite slot. So but because I do this, the Rambi barrel kind of gets put into the same sprite slot that the barrel was in, and that lets me throw it, right? And then from there, probably the reason why it breaks so bad is just because of how powerful the transformation barrels are. Because what's essentially happening is it's trying to change my game state. This is probably also something you could take notice of from Super Mario World. Like, think about all those glitchy, like, power-up states that are past, like, you know, Fire, Flower, and Cape. It's probably something akin to that, if I had to guess. What's happening here is it's trying to put me into a game state that the game, like, isn't ready to handle because it's not properly programmed. And so it basically just probably starts grabbing, like, just random garbage data and tries to change my game state. And, like, your game state's a pretty complicated thing in this case because, like, you know, all the animal buddies, like, it's not just like, oh, I have a new power, right? It's like, they change the way you interact with objects, they change your physics, they change, like, your speed, the way you interact with even things like water, the way you touch the ground. Like, so many things they change, like, what enemies you can even hurt. Like, some, you know, some animal buddies you have, like, Squitter who can shoot projectiles, Squawks can fly. Like, they all have just completely different controls, so... You know, game state in this game is very powerful because of that. And I wish I could get more stuff to happen. It's a little unfortunate that it's only this. I mean, what else are you gonna do? Let's try just, like, getting hit here, then. Oh, shoot! That didn't work. Let me think. Is there anything else I can really talk about with this? Seriously, I can't believe it really is just the only thing. I guess I can talk about how, like some people have reported that this is, like, bricked their games and also, like, broken their Super Nintendos. And I'm no expert when it comes to this kind of thing, so, you know, if an expert would have come into this video, I'd be super excited to hear, you know, the explanation for why these things could even happen, or even if they're possible. But as far as I know, bricking your Super Nintendo, or even your game, isn't actually possible with the way that it's set up. Because, I mean, keep in mind that what I'm playing is essentially, it's a ROM, right? It's read-only memory, right? You can't modify this data in any way. It's not set up to do that. Like, keep in mind what these ROMs, like, in the actual, like, cartridge, these ROMs are essentially burned onto a, I don't know what they're called. I think you'd call it a circuit board, you'd call it. They're burned onto those, right? And you obviously, like, no matter how horribly glitchy a game can be, it can't, you know, modify physical data, essentially. So that kind of thing just isn't possible. What's more than likely is actually happening is that what this glitch can do, I'm surprised it hasn't happened, but I'm only getting, like, a couple of things, disappointingly. So, you know, what else are you gonna do? But, what this glitch can do is it can modify your SRAM, and it can cause your SRAM to become very glitchy in such a way that essentially, what's happening there is you know, your SRAM gets corrupted, and then the game's, like, when you start up the game, it tries to read that corrupted SRAM, and then the game kind of is just like, oh shit, and just, like, doesn't start properly because of the broken data. That's more than likely what's happening, because, like, it's one of those things, you go to any site that talks about this glitch, and it always mentions, like, this can permanently modify your game, you can mess with your, you know, your Super Nintendo, you can mess with your emulator, and it actually can mess with your emulator. Like, anyone that's, you know, used ZSNES is probably aware that, like, if you do it with ZSNES, it can actually cause, like, your window to, like, change size and stuff. But that's not really because of the glitch. I mean, it is because of the glitch, but that's less because of the glitch and more just because ZSNES is a very badly, like, it was a good emulator for its time, but, like, in this day and age, like, it's just not a good emulator at all. Like, it is so, like, vulnerable. Like, people have figured out ways that you can literally, like, oh shoot, that didn't work. People have figured out ways that you can use ZSNES to literally, like, send viruses to people. So, you know, and, like, you can use ZSNES to, like, actually, like, break your computer. So, you know, that should be a good, description of why ZSNES isn't a good, why ZSNES isn't a good emulator. Oh, I actually did his Dixie. Same result though, unfortunately. And yeah, like all these sites talk about how this can brick your game, but I've never seen anyone ever actually have any proof of it. It's just one of those things that it's like, it's just word of God. Like people say it, but it's like nobody's ever actually seen it. So like how can you tell it's true, you know? It's just one of those things. So yeah. I guess I'll fiddle around with this a bit more, maybe, I don't know. I'll try to like, it's affected by different values, so maybe what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reset. And I'm just going to go straight there, and we'll see if that changes things at all. I doubt it, because it doesn't seem to, but, I don't know, we'll try. Because you can, like, transform into some really glitchy sprites. Like, you can change into Cudgel, you can change into K.Rool, and it causes, like, weird sound effects to happen. You can, like, kind of get, like, all this weird shit to happen. Can I get something different, please? No, I keep getting... Oh, shit! That's not good. Definitely not what I wanted to happen there. Well, it's not breaking my game, at least, so... But yeah, that's pretty much it for this. Like, this went on a lot longer than I did. This is gonna be like almost like an hour-long video, probably. Maybe longer. Depending on how I edit this. Is there anything left to talk about with the Castle Crush glitch? I can't think of anything. I mean, I'll probably link to another person's, like, another video or two. Like, I'm gonna have a lot of links to stuff, basically, is the theme of this video. So yeah, thanks for watching. This is kind of an unorthodox video for me, because I did a bunch of research, and, like, I have a document here to, like a text document here to, like, do all this stuff, but I actually didn't really test all these glitches my own. I just got version 1.0 running. This glitch might actually, now that I think about it, you know what? Before we end things off, I'm going to do one thing here. I'm actually going to grab my version 1.1 run that I used for beating the game last time. So we're going to go into K.Rool's... We're going to do this glitch on my version 1.1 ROM, and this should actually, if I had to guess, this might change how things work. I don't know. Like I said, the glitch is very volatile, and it's... Like, because we're transferring our game state and all this other stuff, and like... all this weird stuff, it's probably, if I had to guess, even just, like, the slight differences in this version probably cause a lot of weird, different things to happen. There you go! Now we're talking! Wow, that was like a hard crash, too. Didn't seem to corrupt my save data, though, but it did, like, properly, like, break the game that time. Maybe we get different results because, whatchamacallit, because we don't have Dixie with us. Oh, shoot. You know, it's funny how I say it's so easy to do and then I keep failing to do it. Oops, different result. But, different result for this ROM, but, basically the same for me. This time the music stayed, which is interesting. Any deleted save files yet? Nope. So let's just do nothing. This time the music didn't freeze again. I keep resetting because I'm curious if it'll ever delete my save files, because it can happen, but I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll try this out in real hardware and see what results I can get. One more last time, because we're using a different ROM, I'm going to try it with both Diddy and Dixie and see if that changes things. I don't think it will, but, I mean, like I said, who knows? Like, the glitch could be doing any number of things, like reading any number of just random data, so... Probably for the best that I try different things, you know? So we're going to do it like this again. Ooh, this time it didn't even, like, crash with, like, a black screen or something. It just froze straight up. Still, once again, no broken saves, weirdly enough. So this time we're going to jump into this guy and get hit. Causes the barrel to move. Oh, we're glitchy. Oh, we're this guy again. That's fascinating. Ah! Whatever that glitchy thing is, that is a huge hitbox, so that's weird. Hey, I did the frame perfect pause glitch. Isn't that cool? I'm a little disappointed. I wanted more stuff to happen. Oh well. So yeah, I will end on this. So yeah, see you guys next time. I'm gonna try to... I'll probably try to do it for the first game instead of... Like, I don't want to... I want to kind of, you know... Because I'm sure everyone's gonna be sick of Donkey Kong Country 3 by the time this video comes out. Because I did 3 and then right after I did a ROM hack of it. But, you know, whatever. Whatever happens, happens. There's not... It's a little, you know, funky dunky, all that jazz. Dang it. So you can see that you can get this glitch to happen as Dixie, but it's a little weird. You have to, like, it's like, you can't do it right away. You have to, like, do it right... How do I put this? You have to, like, you can't be next to the wall, I don't think. It's, like, weird. Ah, well. See you guys next time.